Hello, and we are back after a long break. So long, in fact, that YouTube was yelling at us that we had to make more content. So we are back. We have this collection of about 22 plays, all gathered from the playoffs, from the first round through the semis. None of the finals are in here. But like I said, these are all from the first 4 rounds of the playoffs. Just gathered just 22 plays that we're going to go through. This may be a two-part video. I like to keep things, 15 minutes. I don't like to go more than that if I can. So we'll just go through this, and then if I have to cut it 15 minutes, we'll cut it 15 minutes, and we'll do part 2 next week. So let's dive right in. So this play, we're going to be focusing on the lead blocker here, which will be this guy. Let's see him come out, and this defender is going to take him out right below the waist. So, this is rare. We usually do not see a whole lot blocking below the waist by the defense, but it does happen. That's why you always got to be aware, be alert, see what's going on. And you can see right here, pretty clear block below the waist by this defender. As far as who calls this, wings, you might get this. You kind of got a lot coming at you. Really would like to see the deep maybe peek in here. This is a crew of 7, so your back judge could peek in here and take this as well. But it is hard for the wings to catch this. If they see it, that'd be great. But that's not really where their focus is going to be. Deeps, like I say, you have your initial key as a wide out. But if you read run, you can start peeking in and trying to help out. Same thing in the back judge. You can come in here, peek out, and kind of see what's going on. Back judge may not be able to see this. There's a lot in between you and what's going on. But like a deep, he could peek in here and definitely see this. Like field judge or side judge. This is definitely one of those safety fouls we can't miss. Safety foul, and then of course that's a huge advantage by the defense right there. All right, I want to keep the focus right here, and you're gonna see this inside receiver is gonna cut in and just take this guy out right there. So, illegal blindside block, yay or nay. Remember, we got to have 3 components of an illegal blindside block. You got to have the defender cannot see it coming. There's got to be no open hands on the block, and it's got to be forceful contact. So we got the first one checked off. The defender does not see this coming. It is forceful. The question is going to be, does he have open hands? It doesn't appear that he has open hands. It looks like he goes in there right with the shoulder. So, this would be an illegal blindside block. Now, who has this? So it's going to depend on our formation. So we have a crew of 7. Let's see, which one of these is the center? I'm assuming this guy's the center. Sort of a weird formation. It's going to be your wing. So your back judge is going to put a key in. I mean, your back judge may be able to see it. But I think that'd be the wing's initial key. But really, anytime, especially the back judge, even not your initial key, if you're standing back there, you would have the best view of this. You can see a player kind of just going against the grain. And it's just like one of the reverse mechanics or a scrimmage kick or something like that. Anytime you see another player going against the grain of all the other players, you need to have the radar up. So the back judge, even if there's not your initial key, you may see this happening. Now, it does happen fast. Like I said, that is the wing's key. But either one could have this. Back judge, you're probably going to have the best view of whether or not there's open hands on that. Although, even from that angle, the wing, you can pretty clearly tell that receiver goes in there. Sorry, excuse me. The receiver goes in there and lowers his shoulder, initiates the contact with that shoulder. Going to have a similar blindside block here. Now remember, not all blindside blocks are illegal. You can have legal blindside blocks. You just gotta have to meet the criteria. So we're gonna be looking right here. What criteria do we have met? Remember our 3 criteria: defender can't see it coming, initiate with open hands, and forceful contact. So this is where we get, this is where it gets kind of dicey. So we have 2 of these at least. It is forceful contact. The defender definitely doesn't see it coming. Now I will say, obviously we are not coaches. It is not our role to coach. But that you can't go down the field looking back like that. You just in any level of football, you can't go down the field looking back like that. You are asking to get your clock run. But, rules are still rules. So we need to go by the rules. So the question here is this open hands? Now, I said from the beginning, since this rule was initiated, what you're going to happen is you can still have forceful contact with open hands. I mean, you can come in and just shove a guy, and it's forceful contact. But it will still meet the criteria as long as it is initiated with open hands. Now, it is hard to see right here what's going on. It's hard to see if he comes in, if those hands are open, or if he actually just kind of, if he's initiating that with his forearms, kind of like a forearm shuck. So that's what it's hard to tell. So the question now comes, as always, who's going to pick this up? So you got a shield. Your wings are helping a little bit with that shield. Your deeps are going to be taking this outside guy. So your wing could help. I think the deep could help too, because again, it goes down to so your field judge, which would be on this side, the field judge. Yeah, your initial contact's gonna be that outside guy, but you are officiating the threats. So this outside guy, no one's even near him. So there's no reason to be looking at him. We want to look at the threat. So you could move your eyes down one receiver and pick that up. And honestly, as far as angles go, you have the best angle, field judge, on whether or not those hands are open or if that's a forearm shiver, like we talked about. All right, so these next few plays are going to have several plays of low blocks. So let's remember what we did with the low block. So we had the rules kind of shifted on low blocks at the line of scrimmage. So what we're looking for is we still want an immediate movement at the snap by the O-line guy. So a couple of things we're looking at. First of all, we're looking at alignment. All right, this is the player we're looking at. If this guy, if he's head up or in the gap, then he can legally be blocked low by alignment. If he's head up on the guy in front of or the guy next to him, then you really can't have a legal low block because you can't get there in the appropriate time frame. So he appears to be in the gap. So by alignment, he can be legally blocked low. You still have to have, it's still got to be an initial action at the line of scrimmage. They can't pop up and then go down. Remember the old kind of philosophy was you could not block legally below the waist in a 2-point stance. That is no more. We don't have that philosophy. It's now codified. You can block below the waist legally in a 2-point stance. So that's off the table. So the question then is, can he get there as an immediate movement in the snack? And basically, can he get there within 2 steps? So that's what we're looking for. And you can see he goes immediately off the ground. He makes the contact within 2 steps. We're good. So that one's good. Plus, it didn't really clip the guy much anyway. So same thing here. We got a guy on the outside. Look at this guy. So by alignment, it's in the gap. We're good there. So the question is immediate movement at the snap within 1 step? Perfect. This is all legal. Doesn't come up. He goes straight at him. Good job. So nothing illegal about that one. This one's a little bit more difficult. So again, so here's what we're having. Here's a problem with this one. We're not looking at this one. There's a guy. There's actual alignment in front of this wing back. You just can't see him. So we're looking at alignment. The defender's head up on the other guy. So immediately it's kind of iffy if he can get there in time. As you can see, he really kind of takes that second step. He doesn't get there quite within 2 steps. There's 1 step, 2 steps, and then he goes down. Now, it doesn't really make significant contacts. I would not flag this just because, you know. But what you would flag, see how we got a guy engaged up top, and then he goes low, doesn't make contact while there's still engagement. We could flag this for chop block. In fact, I think we should. Even though the contact is not significant on this. It's a safety foul. And we don't want chop blocks at all. They're very dangerous. So you could flag this for chop block, and I would. He's contacted up high, goes below the waist. Remember, chop block is not below the knees anymore. It's below the waist. So definitely chop block there. Even though it's not much, safety foul, really want to get chop blocks out of the game. So this one, we can't really see the alignment. It looks like he's in the gap. So yeah, he's in the gap. So by alignment, we're good. So you're still looking, does he get there within 2 steps? Which he does. I mean, he goes immediately at the snap. He goes immediately down. And he gets there all within 1 step. So this is good, legal, low block. Again, here, we're looking at the same thing. He's in the gap, so by alignment, he's good. And it doesn't matter, you know, there's no like real significance. You just call this shoulder. He's off that guy's inside shoulder. That's still legally able to be blocked below the waist. Inside shoulder, he can get there within the 2 steps. And as you can see, he does. Immediately out the snap, within 2 steps. Perfect. So low block wise, all of these were legal. The only thing we would have had in this situation had that chop block a play or 2 ago. Let's look at one more in this video. So this is a weird play. So the question here is going to be, is this legal? So when we see weird plays like this, and like, you know, random weird plays, not planned trick plays, you see just a random weird play like this. You know, in order for you to say, no, that's a foul, you can't do that, you have to attribute a rule to this. And I do not think this is planned. I mean, if they planned this, kudos to them. Good luck. Good job pulling that off. So this is just a muffed snap. That's all this is. This is just a muffed snap. You know, in order to say, no, this is legal, you have to attribute a rule to it. And there's no rule you can attribute to this. You know, it's just a muffed snap. Muffed it forward, picks it up, runs it. You know, everything's good there. It just is a weird play that happened to work out in the team's favor. Because look at the other way. If this happens, say the exact same situation happens, and it falls into this guy's hands, he runs it back for a pick 6. Again, you got nothing. So this is just a muffed snap that just came out weird. Nothing really illegal about this one. All right, that is going to be it for this video. Like I said, that is just 10 plays. I got 22 more. So we're going to do at least one more video. Hey, this may be a 3-parter. So hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout next few days or next week for part 2.